sorry. Running late. I just had to go live. Oops, sorry. Had to go live because I got some good news today. Well, it's good. Good to me. Darn it, where did I do with my little extension cord? Yes, I need this too. I'm gonna try and get my light and such set up because I have this spirit chair now. And it's like chilly, but not super cold out. Okay. Oh, there's my cord. Okay. Hey, Scout, how are you? Jeez. Today was like a freaking heat wave. It was great. It was amazing. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to get... Oh, I got a spark. I'm trying to plug in the light. I don't know that I really need it because there's other light happening. Oh, hold on, let me plug in my one other thing before I forget. I gotta keep an eye on it. I need to just get a better extension cord. That'd probably be the best bet. But it works for now. Okay. Valdez, how are you? Hey, Coco's mom. Good to see you. I got a chair. I figured out what the chair was you were talking about, and actually I love those chairs, but I couldn't really find any. Not like that would have worked. But I got this circle one here. I have it covered up. Hold on. I'm going to try and put this in the stand and see. I guess I could just set it down here. If y'all can't hear me for some reason, just let me know. I am sitting up a little bit higher, so I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know that I can really... Wow! My eyebrows look crazy. I don't know if I like the light. I can't see very good. Oh, that's bright as shit. And I never blow dry my hair, but I did tonight because obviously I didn't want to freeze to death. And I don't know if it was a mistake. I don't know if I like it or not. Like, it looks okay on camera, but in real life, it almost looks greasy. I like how it looks on here. It looks glossy, but we shall see once it fully dries. Okay, Coco's mom. Because like I said, I definitely want one of those chairs too. So, I am excited because today I checked in with my PO and I got told that I am doing great, which is so fabulous. Like, I cried like happy tears. But, and I understand I owe the money. That's not the point. The point is that I made it. I never, like, I was telling my probation officer, I never thought, I never ever thought I'd be, like, looking at it and it'd be that low. And I'm like, holy crap. So, yeah. I'm getting it to single digits, and I started at like close to 40K. It was like 37 or 35 to 37, something like that. And now I'm down to single digit, like under 10 grand, almost to the eighths. And because I'm doing so good, I report every other month, and I've got moved to uh, minimum supervision. So basically, I just go in every other month. Oh, I'm staying the course. Like I said, that to it gave me confirmation, even though I didn't need it, but it gave me confirmation I'm doing the right thing for sure. Like I said, I never thought I'd see the day where uh, it was under $10,000 ever. It was crazy because she said she actually talked to the attorney general about me, and I was like, oh my. So it just feels nice, like I said, when they recognize you're doing what you can and you're trying, and they know it gets taken out my check, obviously. But not everyone has it opts to take it out of their check. You can opt to pay it. Oh wow, cleavage. Sorry, I don't want to get in trouble. What's good? What it do? These are some more Walmart sweatpants. They're the cargo ones that I like. Oh, they're so comfortable. It's hard to. I'm definitely gonna have to get an eye exam. I used to be able to read small letters. And don't get me wrong, I think I can read it. Okay, yeah, just let me know. Let me know. It's crazy how many people come through this area, but it is kind of a centralized location, especially depending on where you live at. That's my pink tree up there. I wanted to get, I need to, well, after this, but I'm gonna put I want to get some Easter egg lights as well, but I have the little chicken lights, and I want to put the Easter egg lights and the chicken lights together on my white tree. Because this tree is, like I said, it's weird. It's not as full at the bottom like a regular Christmas tree would be. I like how we still have three Santa legs just dangling in the corner. Melissa, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Irv, what up? How are you feeling? I know, Coco's mom, I need to do that. Right now, or what I had been using was, the old popcorn tins that actually used to be decent size, not the little baby tins they have now. I remember when the popcorn tins were huge, like they were giant. But that's what I have over here is one of the more old school ones, and it's probably about like that tall. And I have the heater on it. And that's what I had been putting the tree on, but you gotta think I was sitting closer to the ground. Now I can cross, oh crap. Now I can cross my leg. So, you know. And I'm pissed because I couldn't find I had gotten some brown eyeliner I wanted to try. Oh my gosh, it's irritating. Mm, I don't want to hold it. That's way too close. Hold on. Not that I really care, I just don't want it to keep falling. Like, what in the heck? I don't even have a charger plugged in. Did I do something? Oops, did I do that? I need to light my friggin' cigarette if I can get that to stay. Jeez. But like I said, I can't read it. Ugh. It's frustrating. And I don't know if I have my other phone charged. Or it's just for Wi-Fi. Violin. I always wanted to play a violin, but I never did. Someone else in my family played a violin, though. You gotta be pretty talented to play the violin. I wanted to, but I also wanted to play the flute, and that's super hard too. From everything they say, it is not easy. Dang it, I'm trying to get it to where I can just have it chillin', that I can read. Kind of bend down a little bit. My brother played the trumpet. I don't know if he still has it or not, though. I can't even see what your name is. Do I have a fur coat? No, I don't think so. Not anymore. If I did have one, I do not anymore. Ooh, I see Swedish meatballs. That sounds good. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Scout. Just get a hold of me. You're a workaholic. We're all workaholics, I feel like. I used to play the piano when I was a kid, but I need to relearn. Like, I would play at church, but I definitely have to relearn or get re-taught. Oops, sorry. And this is why it sucks too, because my nose is gonna run in the cold. We'll see how long camming up lasts. I can't wait for summer or to be at my own place, one or the other. I won't be smoking inside though. No matter what, I'm not gonna smoke inside. I miss my grandma's cooking. Oh, Israel. Oh, dang it. I didn't do StreamYard. I was gonna see if you wanted to come on panel and say hello. Maybe? Yeah? F around and find out Tuesday. That sounds good. F around and find out Tuesday. I do like to cross my leg. That is a bonus. I like to sit like this. This is how I sit normally. Just kidding, I don't sit with a face like that. Ooh, I need to crack my back. That would feel good. Cleaning carpets sucks. Those rug doctors, like, they work. Because you could, like, obviously I see dirt. But they're kind of, like, heavy and a pain in the butt. Pink, how are you? Thank you. Like I said, I was at least trying to be on cam for a minute. I'm not, like, avoiding. I just haven't felt like it the last few times I went live. Because it's cold. And when it, like, my nose is already running a little bit, and it's, like, not even that cold right now. So imagine when it's frickin' super freezing cold. It's bad. How have you been doing, Valdez? It is good to see you. And hello, Leslie, if you're in the bushes or end up coming in. I feel bad. I try to go live at different times or schedule it that way, like, whoever wants to make it can try to make it. Hopefully I give enough time, but sometimes it sucks because I don't know exactly what's going on. And then, you know, I do have real life, my daughter, job, etc., so sometimes things come up and I can't stay on as I had planned or whatever. But that's life, and real life will always come first, especially my children. My children will always be my children, and they will always come first. Why, thank you about this. Dang it, there was something that I wanted to say, or that I had noticed. I don't know, but this chair is comfortable. I'm happy about it because this is like a bed pillow, so there's enough room for, like, to have the bed pillow behind me, and then I got this cute leopard print blanket, which is really nice. I love leopard print too, or leopard and zebra are I love it. I love both. And especially if you throw in some Hello Kitty, you really got me. Pink as well. I'm definitely getting it. Okay, Israel. You said don't mind you? Okay. We surely won't. And hello to Swissy on the replay. Because I'm pretty sure she was busy today. So that sucks. It sucks because it seems like every time I can go live, a lot of people aren't able to come in and chat because they're busy, or, you know, like I said, everyone has real lives. So I do appreciate everyone that does take time out of their real life to come in and chat with me. It is appreciated. Y'all are the real MVPs. Yeah. And Leslie too, because I don't know if I'm hoping Leslie will come in before I have to go. I'm not sure how long well, I may stay on and chat, but I'm probably gonna get off the cam soon because I'm starting to see my breath. So I may have to draw my phone closer, and I don't want to scare anyone, so it's best to have it off. I know, Coco's mom, what's up with that? I like the wrenches better too. The shields remind me of like being a member, like a membership. Like unless you do custom ones, but it's like usually I thought the shield was for a membership. Like, why did they do that? I guess at least they kept the color blue. I've been eating so much Country Farms ice cream. It's ridiculous, but I feel success. I think I'm gaining a little bit of weight. Ugh. And then I'm thinking, oh boy, not that I like count pounds or anything, but I just like feeling or looking and feeling a certain way in my clothes. That's how I judge what my weight should be, what I am comfortable with. So sometimes when my clothes get a little tight, I'm like, uh-oh, I better slow down. I don't want to have to frickin' go buy a size up. Luckily, I have some sizes up, but not in these, and I really like these because they're like a beigey off-white. That's why I was trying to figure out what color would match, but I went with the black. I have a cute like t-shirt that I'd love to wear with them, but it's just too cold for all that. But like I said on camera, it's looks like a really light, cute color, but it's a little bit darker. That's why like I have a hard time. Like I said, black looks really sharp with it, but I don't know. Gray's okay, but I just feel like I don't know. For some reason, black looks the best with it in real life. I'm sorry. I'm making all these strange noises. Let me get my blankets and cover myself up. Okay, I'm gonna shut the cam off so I can pull. Oh, this is so much better. Sorry. I know, right? Coco's mom. It was freaking so nice today. I literally was like thinking heat wave in my mind. When I checked in to see my PO, I didn't even have like my coat, jacket, nothing on. I just walked in my long sleeve t-shirt. Yes, it got up to like 48 or 49 here. And if you stood directly in the sun, oh my gosh, it was so nice. So, so nice. The sun felt glorious. I definitely was excited about it. And I think the forecast, at least for my vicinity, I heard that, oh, basically it's going to be like over 30s. 30 for sure. Maybe not above 40, but definitely like 30s. And then That's gonna be like that for 2 days, and then after that, I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit more again. And they did say in like the 10-day forecast that they saw no type of rain, snow, nothing. So that's kind of some good news there. No rain, snow. Oh, I'm so jealous, Pink. Nope. Peekaboo, you cannot see me anymore. It is too cold for all that. And plus, I can't. It's much easier to read the comments. If I'm gonna, now that I know how my setup is, I still need to get my sheet because I do like that idea. Because I like that I'd be able to hang lights and things off it. That is gonna be sweet. But anyways, I just wanted to see how the new setup would be because I knew this chair sat up higher than I usually do. And I see that I'm gonna need an extra device to read the comments. It's almost like the camera should be up a little bit higher too than it was. I'm gonna have to get something taller next time. I know, right? Coco's Bobby too. I want to kick its booty too. Oh, yes. I was going to say yes. Pink is Louisiana because I have family there. I remember that. My family, when I went to that one pizza place a while back, that was like super expensive. That, like I said, I'd probably never go to unless I was with other people, whatever. It's good, but it's just, I'd pay more. I'd rather go to the train wreck myself. But anyways, um, anyhow, I don't even know why the hell I was gonna say that. Oh yes, Louisiana. My aunt and uncle, every time they come from Louisiana, we always go to that same pizza restaurant. And it's been like a tradition since before my grandparents passed away. It sucks. I miss my grandparents because it's like whenever we do stuff that they all used to be at, it makes me like sad now that I missed out, but then I have to remember I can't change the past, but at least I can acknowledge and then move on. But yeah, I definitely miss my grandma's cooking. She was the best cook ever. Oh, she could, like, it was so crazy because my mom would try to duplicate. Oh, and FYI, I love the DeWalt headphones. Literally, the sound is great. The battery life is great. Just make sure you charge them when you get them. Because I didn't even think to charge them. I figured they would have been charged, but no, they weren't charged very much as I thought they should have been. But anyways, I'm actually pleasantly surprised because for the price, the sound is actually really great. Like, they sound like expensive headphones, like better than Skull Candy. My aunt and uncle, well, they used to live in Lake Charles, but I want to say, I don't know if they still live right in Lake Charles. Because back in the day, they used to live right by this one store, and I think it might be a Walmart or a Target now. But their house was like on a street that was right up the road from that. It was a really cool area. I don't know. I was a kid. Everything looked really cool to me back then. Yep. And then I want to say, because some of my cousins ended up moving. I want to say I have one or two cousins that still stay nearby there. And then my two youngest cousins, same parents, they, one lives in California, I believe, still, and then one lives in, Texas. Now, they could have moved since the last time I checked, but last I knew, that's where they were all living, and it sucks because I want to visit. I've never been to some of these places. Hey Vic, how are you? Sorry, I'm trying to find... What the heck? What the heck? I hate when I lose things. I'm like so good at losing things. Oh, but yeah, I was trying to dry my hair too because it's hard to notice. I notice it in the sunlight, but I did the deep burgundy on the bottom and the indigo black on the top. And oh my goodness, in the sunlight, it looks so cool because you can see like the split between the two when I have my hair up, and it looks really cute actually. I'm impressed with myself on that one. I was kind of scared thinking it was going to end in disaster. Okay, Pink. Yeah, the car. Oh, I pick up my car tomorrow too. I could have gotten it today, but I had to go see my probation officer. So, I shall pick it up tomorrow after work, and I am excited. I gotta clean her out. She needs to be cleaned on the inside and the outside. And she needs an oil change. Not that I keep forgetting, but since it wasn't going anywhere, I hadn't really thought about it, I guess, but now that I know I'll be driving it, I need to get the oil changed. Because please make sure you change your oil regularly. Because if you don't, it's a disaster. You will blow your engine up quick and in a hurry. So please. Oh, and never put any type of stop leak in your vehicles either. Like, unless it's a tire and you know you're going to have to replace it anyways, because all that shit does is, like, goo up and mess your car up. It messes your engine up, especially the radiator one. Ooh, yuck. So nasty. So just a little tip there. What's up, chicken? How are you doing? It's UMBRA. I have not even heard of that. I'll have to look into it. Ooh. Yes, Melissa. Thank you. Because I thought something was weird about that. Whose dog is in that picture? Is that someone's dog on here? Yeah, and interesting you would say that Melissa has you blocked on her channel. Interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading it in my head. Melissa stands firm. I don't have like concrete proof that it's someone or the someone that we think or I think it is, we think it is, but it's just seeming that way. And you know what? It's downright, it's scaring me, Israel. I'm scared. I just want you to be a calm, cool friend. You're scaring me right now. Can you be calm and cool with me, Israel? Keep it calm, cool, collected. And understand that you're not going to get unblocked at Melissa's. Just understand it, accept it. Okay, heart? Yeah? I think that was a setup. Oh, really? Pepper? I'm like baffled right now. That's actually kind of sweet. And I bet it didn't really. See, I don't know about. That might be more gentle and better than putting the chemical stuff into it. That's sweet though. How much did she have to put in there? Wow. That is so interesting and good to know. Because it's like I do know certain, like, hacks and things like that. But that's a good one I've never heard of. Thank you for that. What up, Tiffany? How are you? You'll have to rewind it on back for my good news. In a nutshell, my PO said, my PO in the Attorney General talk said I'm doing great. Put me on minimum supervision. I check in every other month. And then, essentially, I owe under 10 grand now, almost in the 8 grands. So it's like single digits, and it's like I got emotional, not on here, I tried not to, but in real life I got emotional, I cried. My eyes have been red because it was like good tears, so it was weird. Because it's like my eyes were red, like I cried and was sad, but it was happy tears. I really never thought I would ever pay it off. Like, sad but true. But that's when I had doomed myself to being in active addiction forever. And look, that's why I like to tell my story and tell these things. And I don't give a fuck who wants to troll me. And I don't care who. I hope it helps. It could help anybody. I don't care who it helps if it helps someone. But I felt doomed. Like I could not turn my life around. And it's like I just knew I was getting older, so it's like, at this point, I wanted it more. One of my really good friends passed away from an OD like 10 days before my birthday, so that was traumatizing. So I just knew like I needed to get out of it, and get myself together. And it's like, yeah, of course, you have the tough days where you're like, oh, it'd be better just to go back to my old life, but you just gotta stick it out. Because once you stick it out, like, gosh, in July, I think I'll be working 3 years. So essentially, in not even quite 3 years, I've gotten it paid down quite a bit. Because I'd say by the time I got out of jail, it was like 30 to 32,000. Because there was a $5,000 bond paid. So that would have knocked it down a little bit. But that's still a lot. That's why I say they ain't playing. They get their chunk. Amen to that, Valdez. Like, I was telling my PO that today too, like, just saying I could never even imagine going, like, especially as far as I've come, I can't even imagine going back. And I wouldn't even want to because of how gross the stuff is. Like, it is not what the majority of opiate users that are addicted, uh, none of them fell in love with Fetty or Trank. You fell in love with H or opioids. Like, yeah, I know Fetties and opioid, whatever, but it's not the same. It's just not. And then I don't even know about the Trank, but it just don't sound pleasant. I know I don't want none of that. And then I get to go get my car back from the shop tomorrow. Does that ruin anything though, Irv, using the black pepper? Would that be better than using like a chemical? Technically? I mean, obviously, I think you probably don't want to use any, but it's like if it's between that and your end or something blowing up, wouldn't you rather do that than anything if you had to drive? No, I totally forgot. They didn't say anything about it. They just said it was that he was aligning it and then it was going to be ready to go, but the dashboard wasn't working when I dropped it off, so hopefully they figured it out. I do kind of feel like it's got to be a cluster thing because it's within the turn signal too, and the lights. Where the light switch is. It's like none of that works when it doesn't work. Someone told me to kick the wires underneath where the gas pedal and the brake is. Someone at my job was like, just give it a kick under there. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know that anything under there controls it, but it was a nice thought. I'm surprised you came to a live stream, Israel. To be honest, usually you don't come to live streams. You usually just leave comments. Dang it, I'm sad Leslie hasn't made it yet. I'm sorry, Leslie. I feel bad that I keep coming on. And then not everyone's available because, like I said, it's been happening with Swiss too. I feel like every time I come on, she's busy. And it don't matter what time I go on. But like I said, I understand real life. Yeah, exactly, Irv. That's why I said I ain't gonna do no kicking. I might, like, look up under there, but no kicking. Check the fuse and wire connection. Yeah, well, the shop knew about it, so that's why I'm saying I just didn't specifically say, hey, Did you get it fixed? Because I don't want them to say no and then me to be disappointed about it. But like I said, the messed up thing is it drives still. The only problem is if I don't have turn signal and lights, that's not good. And then I can't tell how fast I'm going. I don't know how much gas I have. Like, it's just kind of a scary thing. Like, I mean, I could still drive, but none of the gauges would work. But usually it's like if I turn the car off and turn it back on, it'll at least work for a while. It's like it stops working after a certain point, and it's never like the same. So that's why I'm hoping it's something like silly that's not connected properly. Ooh, that's a good idea, Valdez. I wonder, what'd you do? Just like Google, auto mechanic schools near you? Because I wonder how you would find, or I'm wondering, because I live in a smaller area, but I'm sure one of the bigger towns might have something, but I'm just curious how I would search it to find one that would work on the cars. Because you're right, it probably, if I could find one nearby me, and they didn't figure out the dashboard, that's definitely a good idea. Because they need to learn, so. And what not better to learn on than a Volvo? Because if someone specifically specialized working on Volvos and like cars like that, I feel you'd make really good money. And some of the things are the same, so it's like, why not? It's like, I feel like if you could work on a Volvo or a foreign car, maybe you can work on anything, possibly? I don't know. I am no mechanic, that's for certain. I do need to get a tune up too. And that would also be another good thing, that if I could find a school that would do that nearby, that'd be actually amazing. Scary. Oh, apart. Okay. I was like, what do you mean? Hey, Honda. How are you, girl? Ooh, that's a good idea, Valdez. Dang it, Valdez. You got all the good ideas tonight. Because if they need stuff like that, I could definitely, I know where to get some of that and save some for them or to donate to them. Absolutely. I would love to do that. I know, right, Coco's mom? I really have thought about it. It's just when I open the hood and look, I get a little intimidated because it's like there is a lot going on in there. It's a little scary, but you're right. If I could work on cars, that would be amazing. Even if I could just do like brakes, oil change, tune up, or you know what I'm saying? Just like things that you need to keep it maintained regularly. that even would be a blessing to learn how to do. Because they charge so much for labor. And I understand, like I said, everything's gone up. You can't blame them. And yes, I am doing awesome, Honda. I had good news if you want to rewind. I basically said it in the beginning. Well, I said it kind of twice, but the other one was kind of a quick thing. I know, Melissa. I do love trucks. I want a truck so bad. Don't get me wrong though, I do like my car. I really do. Because it definitely does look very nice. Because I've even got compliments on it looking nice, like randomly when I'm out and about. Because they'll ask the year and the miles, and then you tell them, and they're like, oh, yeah. Because I want to say usually most older vehicles are going to have a lot of miles. So when you do have an older vehicle with not a crap ton of miles, it is pretty good. Okay, Coco's Bob, I'm down with that. The man cave. Give me some colors and I'll come up with something good. Ain't it crazy how that works though? The mileage, it's like you could have a car that's running strong at like 250,000 miles. It's still running super good. And then you could have another vehicle with 78,000 miles, but something's wrong with it and it's broken down and not running. So it's like, that's the annoying thing about cars. Because you never do know. Even a new car, you never know if there's something that, could happen. It's like no matter what car you buy, I feel you take some type of risk that you're going to have to fix something within a period of time. Obviously, you're going to have to fix something buying a car, but you get what I mean. You get what I'm saying. Ooh, that's nice, Valdez. And we still have a drive-in in Coldwater. The drive-in theater? Oh my gosh. And they do because it's funny, I think thank you to people like you, Valdez, everyone that snuck in. They now do certain days where carloads are one set amount and it's really pretty cheap. Especially because you could bring a van. As long as there's a seatbelt for the person, it's pretty much that's considered your carload. Thank you, Honda. Like I said, it was funny because I started crying and she was looking at me and I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, but I never thought I'd be here. Be this close. Because, golly goodness, I know it seems like a lot of money still, but from where it started, this is kind of minuscule. And I'm hoping within a year it will be paid off. Because, like I said, if I've not even been working 3 years yet, and it's already down to that. Oh no, I have to calculate. I need to do some calculations. Ooh, nice. Sounds fun. Minor rebuild. What is considered minor? Would major be like the whole entire thing? But what would you really consider minor? Because, like I said, cars have a lot of parts. An oil change to me, I guess, would be a minor thing. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's sweet, Melissa. Awesome. I'm glad you still have that. Yay, Pink is back. Thank you for all the likes. Now I know we don't have huge numbers, everyone, but it's okay. Because we don't need them. We don't need them. I do find it funny how much the numbers change, though, like, depending on what you talk about. I do find that interesting. Plus, I know people, or usually I cam up, so probably a lot of people are like, boring. Because it is exciting, even if it's someone, or just sitting there, I don't know, I feel it's more exciting to see someone. But that's why I say I'll have to have the other phone charged so I can read comments, because it's way too hard to see this tiny ass screen. Like, I literally have to hold it pretty close to my face to read comfortably the comments. Assemble an engine. Jeez. I don't know. Wouldn't that take assembling a whole engine piece by piece? I feel that would take so long. Or do you mean assemble the car? Oh, did you see, did you see Coco's mom asked you, what did you said a question about a Jeep? You should just ask away, Coco's mom. He probably just didn't see. Like I said, I don't know how different vehicles are, because I have had some mechanics straight up say they don't work on certain vehicles. So, like I said, I'm not quite sure how that works. It's 3 hours. Yes, I think I need some reading glasses too. But yeah, wait, is a Jeep a Jeep? Is a Jeep? What family is the Jeep in? Or is it its own family? Now, Coco's mom, you gotta ask the question, because now I want to know what it is. I'm nosy. Now I need to know. I'm like, now I need to know. Not being bossy. I'm just curious. I like Jeeps. I like the Broncos too. The Broncos are pretty cool. The super old Broncos were pretty badass too. My youngest kid's dad, I want to say, or no, his was like a Ram, like an SUV, an older one, but he had like super big tires on it. It was just it was a nice, definitely a nice SUV. I don't think the toothpaste trick works, does it? Because someone was trying to say, oh, the abrasiveness of toothpaste basically cleans the headlight lenses, but I don't know. I've heard that they cause scratches. Like at least on dentures, I heard to never use toothpaste on dentures. So I just worry about using toothpaste on different surfaces because you never know what it might do. Ooh, vinegar and water. And that's a beautiful thing because it's natural. That is a good question, Coco's mom, because mine are foggy-ish. Sandpaper? Uh-oh, we need a research assistant. What is the name of the stuff they sell at Walmart? I wonder what's in it. We need to read the ingredient list. Maybe we can make our own and get rich off it. Because the one we invent will be better. And we'll make sure it's cheaper. So that way everybody can afford it. And we'll make it pink. I'm just kidding. Because then the guys would be like, F that. I ain't getting no pink paste. Hooray. I know, right? When I hit 0, oh my goodness. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like getting a full, like the first time getting a full paycheck. Wow. It'll be crazy. Crazy but nice. Unfortunately, I think she was busy, Melissa. And it sucks because I didn't really have much other time to go live. So I just wanted to jump on for sure when I could, especially after I got the good news. I was like, oh, I definitely gotta go on just because I'm excited. It's like a nice milestone. Oh, I don't have to pay. After it's paid, I'm good. I don't. They're all grown. They're like 24, 20, or 23, 24. Actually, my oldest is about to be 25. Holy shit. Oh, holy Moses. Oh dear. I feel old. I can't believe that my oldest son is gonna be freaking 25 on the 26th of this month. That is wild. Well, thank you, Coco's mom. I try. Sometimes I get a little too excited. I get a little overexcited. And hopefully no one takes offense to the short I did where I referenced to myself as a dumb blonde. Because, I don't know, I just, like I said, I always grew up as, and that's what we said. Oh, jeez. Cheese and crackers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you didn't know, Pink? That essentially I am on minimum, like my probation officer talked to the attorney general and they put me on a minimum supervision, which basically means I report every other month now, which is great. And then it's based, like I said, just I'm getting closer to being done with it, which is great. And I could probably possibly get off early depending. But anyhow, um, and then I owe, because I started, like I said, it was like 35 to 37 grand. There was a 5 grand bond paid, so minus that. But I'm down to like just a little over $9,000 now. So I'm in the single digits. I made it under 10 grand. And like I said, I'm not bragging because I know that I do owe it. It's not like I don't feel that I owe it. I never thought it would be something that would actually happen, especially in my active addiction days. I felt it were impossible, but it's not. That's why I say, that's why I like to share. It is possible, and the sooner you try and start, the better, for real. Don't wait. I wished I wouldn't have waited. As soon as you feel ready, go. That is my best advice. Now I just gotta continue on with the teeth bullshit. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if I can get into another place. Because if not, it's like literally every appointment is either months to 2 months out because they only do nitrous on certain days. And I'm sorry, not sorry, but I ain't doing it without nitrous. That was like the one thing that kept me in the chair because I was shaking so bad, and then finally it relaxed me. And it's like, at that point, it's like, yeah, do what you need to do. Rip them bitches out, sure. I just wish they would have pulled them all like they claimed they were going to. And maybe I misunderstood, dude. Maybe he thought that I knew it would be a process, but I swore he made it sound like they would take them all out at once. That's why I was so, like, freaked out, too, because I was like, ooh, yeah. But it'll happen. I'm gonna keep on trucking. Marker, how are you? Oh, wow, Valdez, really? That's see, the crazy thing is to me, like, I know so many guys that, like, just from me being in the courts, in and out of the courts for the child support shit, I see so many guys that owe, like, this one guy in Battle Creek owed close to $1 million. Like, it was a very high amount because he had, like, a crap ton of kids. But they literally would let him out, and they never really charged him with it. I don't remember them charging him with a felony ever. He always just did 90 days, 90 days, 90 days. And it's like some some people get away with it and others don't. I'm the others that don't get away with it. But it's okay. I'd rather it be this way than try to be ducking and dodging something. I'm not about that life anymore. I am doing great, Marker. How are you? I can't even imagine the cost of it these days. That's why I said I'm happy that once this is paid, I'm done with it. Like, that's why I feel like, obviously, that's why it's getting low so quick because it's arrearages. That's all it is just the arrearages. So it's not like there's any more adding on top of it. I guess I should have explained that better. But yeah, it's just arrears. Okay, Coco's mom, thank you. I didn't know, like I said, I feel like each dental place has their own policy, and then, like, Medicaid or whatever insurance has their own policy. So, yeah, unless you're paying out of pocket, I don't know. Because they told me they could only numb one archway at a time, and that they had a time limit, and however many teeth got pulled, got pulled. If one took the whole time, one took the whole time. So it's like, that's what made me, like, depressed, especially, well, not depressed, but just sad about it, I guess, because it was like, wait a minute, the damn first dentist said they were going to pull them all out. I'm sitting here prepared to get all my teeth taken out. And no, they threw that on me. So, I don't know. We shall see. I'm just gonna stick with the plan I have no matter where I go, unless I find somewhere that will pull majority or do half and half. I'd be fine with that. But, if I can find that, I'll definitely do it. But if not, I will continue on. And I'll just make sure the fronts are the last pulled. Because I think that'd be probably best for denture wise. Because I think with Medicaid, I could pay to get the Band-Aid teeth or whatever there. But it's like, I don't know how much they charge. And 4? Okay. Really? That's crazy because, the frickin' lady told me that the fronts came out way easier than the back ones. She's like, oh, the front ones are a breeze. And it's just like, oh, okay. But you gotta think, my one front one's already, like, broken off. And the other front one does have a broken off piece, too. So they are already broken, pretty much. So that's how I don't know how it's gonna work, because what if they go to pull them and they just break? That's what stresses me out, too. But it'll be okay. I know, the needle sucks. Especially in certain areas. I've noticed, like, the outside didn't hurt as bad as the inside of the, like, jaw, whatever. Like, when they did the needle on the inside, that's the one that hurts worse. At least in the areas they did. Yeah, well, the one that gave them problems the other time of mine, she went and got, like, cause see, that's what I'm confused about. I don't know if these are dental students. Cause like I said, they're the only ones that, they're the only ones that do the nitrous appointments. And it's like certain days. Like 2 days out of the week. So those appointments fill up quick. Okay, hold on. Aspen. I've heard of Aspen. What up, Matt D? Melissa says, Janelle, I think you're pretty great for handling all your warrants and fines like an adult and paying your shit and doing the damn thing, as many are running from that very thing still today. Thank you, Melissa. Like I said, I tried. It's much easier doing it in the real world than having to sit and do time in jail, because fuck that. I'd much rather have a job, work, and pay than sit in jail. Like, couldn't do. Like, it's like back in the days, I would be like, oh yeah, I can handle it, whatever. The only way I do jail time is if I got on the show 60 days in and they offered to pay me like $50,000 at least for the 60 days, which would be 2 months. I might do it then, because that would be some good money. It's like, why can't I get those offers? But thank you, Melissa. I appreciate it. I am definitely trying. Oh, and it's cool because, like, obviously, since they take so much for the child support, I don't, or I have court fines and costs and whatnot, and I had a late fee on it, and she said that she's waiving that, and she doesn't care because she sees everything I'm doing. Obviously, my paycheck, so, you know. They know all. It's best to be honest, though. That's my suggestion to anyone on probation. Just be fucking honest with your probation officer. best advice I could give on that, too. Well, shoot, uh, Tiffany, they told me that anytime I get teeth pulled that I can't use a straw for like friggin' 5 days. It's like 3 to 5 days. That's why I say it's like every single dentist is freaking different. It's crazy. Because at first I was like, maybe it's just the Medicaid dentists, but no. And I've heard of people, like, there's this guy at Big B that got all, I want to say he had to go in 2 visits. Because kind of like what you were saying, Coco's mom, he had to get the tops done, or the bottoms done 1 visit and the tops the next. But he got the Band-Aid teeth, and that's what he was encouraging me to get them. He basically said even if I had to pay, he said it's worth the money because it literally made the dentures fit really great. And I couldn't even tell he had dentures. That's why I was like in awe, like, oh yes, please tell me the secrets. So yeah, I could see that doing it in 2 separate visits. Because I want to say this, my uncle that passed away, his ex-wife had really bad teeth, and not, I don't think it was from drugs. Like, I was really young back then, and she acted kind of crazy to me, but I was sheltered, so I don't know. So it's like, I don't know if she did drugs or not, but I just remember she was real different acting. And anyway, the issues with her teeth, but they referred her to the U of M. She had to have the surgery, and I swore that they took at least all of the tops because, like, I just remember her bleeding everywhere in the car, and, like, my freaking grandma's getting pissed. That was it was my mom's stepmother. Stepmother. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask Coco's mom, because like I said, depending on how much it is, it might be worth it. I don't know. It just depends on the price. Yeah, everyone is different. Yeah, well, I've heard of that, Melissa, but not even that too, but like kids, like look at what's her name, the Gypsy Rose girl. She was on, not that I like her, I'm not saying I like her. I'm just saying she was on all them different medications, and look, she had to get her teeth taken out and get dentures. Like, her teeth were bad when she was pretty young. And I'm telling you, like, there's certain medications that really, really are not good for your teeth, too. But that's crazy, too, about the fevers. I wonder if it's because, like, with the fever, your body's trying to heal itself, so maybe it sucks away from that. Maybe it's something about having a high temperature, too. That's a good question. I'd be curious to know. Yes. I was gonna say so many different things. Yeah, and because a friend of mine had him done, and he kept having to go in and get him fitted, but he had, like, the front part stuck out for a while until basically, like, above where his lip is, it stuck out. And it's like over time after they fitted them properly, that like went away and went down, but it took a while of the fittings and such. Yeah, I think chemo can really, really mess up your teeth bad. Like chemo's like it will make your teeth crumble, I'm pretty sure too. It's bad. Bad news. That's why I'm praying for my. Well, I believe he had I don't know if he had chemo, radiation, one of the two or both, but he had to have rounds of something. But I'm just praying for his teeth because he has really nice teeth. He always took really good care of them. And that would be pretty devastating for him, I feel like. So I pray everything is okay. Oh, yeah, true that, Val does. Yay, Leslie, you made it. Hooray. How are you doing? I'm just sitting here blabbing away. I probably will go here pretty soon. But I am happy you made it, Leslie. I said hi to you earlier, though, just in case. Because I was like, dang it. Because I feel like Swiss has been busy, too. So I gotta say hi to my peeps. And I'm so happy Valdez is here. I hope everyone is doing good. Dang, YouTube. Probably because I don't know if you get so many per day or what, but I think I did post quite a few shorts. And I don't know if community posts count as, because they don't really go in notifications that I know of, but they go in the news feed. So I don't know if, like, you only get so many notifications a day, or if they just take longer. True that. My daughter is just like her friggin' dad. Like the way she acts, just like her dad. I'm trying to drink my coffee. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 'Cause 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 can't turn down free coffee, but I don't want to waste it, so it's like I try to drink it. I need to turn down that notification. Anyways, sorry about that. Yeah, and my sons, I feel like, are more chill. Like, all three of my sons are pretty chill. Because my second oldest son, he's been with his girlfriend. I want to say they've been engaged for a while now, but they've been together for, shoot, they started talking like at 15, or they became friends at like 14. It was like younger, and they became friends, and then as they got older they started dating. But yeah, they're still together, and my son will be 24 this year in August. Like I said, it's wild that I will have a 25 and 24-year-old this in 2026 of this year. Oh dear. Oh yeah, my teeth have been started, but it, like I said, it's definitely a friggin' process, and I need to call around a couple other dentists, but it just sucks because not that many in my area take Medicaid. And pretty much the one I'm going to is where they refer the majority of the Medicaid patients in this area. And then on top of that, it's basically all people that don't, like, either you have Medicaid or no insurance. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they definitely seem to do things a lot different than what I've heard other people say their dentist will do. And it's like a regular dental office. Because, like, the one downfall is I gotta have the nitrous, gotta have it. And they only do that 2 days out of the week. And that's why it's like literally every appointment you book is at least a month to 2 months out. Essentially, my plan, Leslie, is I'm gonna have them do all the backs, and, like, bottom and top backs first, and then the fronts very last, in hopes that if I can't afford to do the temporary teeth, because I think, like I said, have to pay out of pocket, depending how much, it might be worth it, but I'm definitely gonna ask about it and see, because they claim it helps your teeth heal better, and then, at least for the denture process. Yeah, that's why, like I said, oh my gosh, being put under freaks me out. I wish, Leslie. I frickin' wish. That's why I need to call and see if anywhere else has other options. But the only other, pretty much anyone I've talked to in this area, they basically say the most they've had done is the tops in one day and the bottoms in another. Or vice versa. Like, they get the bottoms done, taken out first, and then the tops, and then put the Band-Aid teeth in, but that's like a regular dental place. Oh, I mean, yeah. Like I said, I just be nervous because of being on Suboxone. I don't know how my body would react. It makes me scared. Anxious. So, I don't even know if they gave that option, Coco's mom. Like I said, they basically said they had nitrous. But I'm telling you, this dental place, and I'm not trying to be any type of way, but it's just not like a regular dental office where people with regular insurance come in. Because their appointments are just booked out way too far. Even for not nitrous, it's like it can still take a minute. And yeah, they do take walk-ins for certain things. And that's another reason, it can take a while to get in too. Because they gotta have those little slots for the walk-in people. But yeah, no, it wouldn't hurt for me to at least call around and check and see what other options are available, if any. Because like I said, I know there used to be one other dental place that used to accept people with Medicaid, probably about like 20 minutes away from here. But that's the one that almost dropped a wisdom tooth down my throat, so it's like, I don't know, but I guess I can't hold things against them because I'm sure that person still wouldn't be there. But I feel like the last time I drove by the vicinity, that building, they either had to have moved or just went out of business. Now y'all got me thinking about being put under. It might not be a bad idea. Because I feel like what's going to happen about my teeth that are broken at the gum line? How the F are they going to get those out? There's nothing to grab onto. And I tried to ask that because I figured they'd have to do surgery, which would be me being referred to, I think, the U of M, and them probably putting me under, hopefully. But they claim at the place I'm currently going, they claim that they can just flick that out with a pick. Like it just is gonna flick right out, and I'm thinking, that sounds odd. But that's why I say I kind of lost trust in that dentist when this guy came out telling me something completely different when I first went in, and then when I come in for my first appointment, I basically get told, like, if you're lucky, you can get quite a few pulled, but if one is stubborn, there is a time limit. So, yeah, that does suck. And I don't know if it's just because of the nitrous. I don't know. Or just because they only have so many spots. I agree, Coco's mom. That's why I said I still have my appointment set at this place. Even if I'm going to do calling around, I'm still keeping my appointments. But it would be cool if there were a better way. But if not, you're right. I got this. And I'm going to do this. Dang it. Okay, Melissa. Oh, I know, Pink. Oh my gosh. That you're talking about the inside near like the roof of your mouth almost. Ooh wee, yes, that hurts. Terrible. Cause that's where I had to get the shots at was the almost like inner roof of my mouth. Eek. It is, and it you know what's weird? That actually hurt more, like the site where they did the shot on the inside hurt more after everything, like the numbness wore off. That hurt more than the tooth where they pulled the teeth. That's what was crazy to me too. I'm like, how does that hurt more? Wow. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, they definitely did do that, Irv, but it's like it helped for the outside, but not the inside. It's like, yeah, it helped with the initial poke, but for some reason I could feel it and it was painful. And then it's like the outside one didn't really hurt, but it's like it stayed numb for quite a while. Like I had lost a little sensation for a while. It felt like that's why I was kind of freaked out. Like, oh dear. Oh my gosh, Coco's mom, that's insanity. I would be wanting to be knocked out too. Especially to be smoking. What the hell? That crazy B word. But alright, y'all. I think I am gonna get going so I can start. Well, I haven't even eaten yet, but I need to eat and then get ready for bed here in a bit. Gotta work tomorrow. I think I'm doing some crazy stuff tomorrow. I'm really not sure though, because it's like sometimes I'll get told what I'm doing and it will happen, and then other times I get told I'm doing something and I do something completely different. So, that's why I always like bundle up, because I never know. Yeah, never know. See, I don't remember the dentist being able to have cigarettes. Now, I remember cigarettes back in the clubs and stuff like that, and being able to smoke in hotels, in restaurants, in bars, like I said, but that's about it. Definitely couldn't smoke in hospitals or places like that. But anyways, yes, thank you all for chatting with me. I appreciate it. Oh, heck yes, Coco's mom. Definitely been through way, way worse. You are right. Amen. But yes, thank you everyone who joined. I appreciate it. And we will chat again soon. Everyone have a good night.